Do you own or run a business in Ipswich? This prime spot is now available to promote your business for a month, 6 months, or even a year. Strategically placed before every episode of Ipswich Today, that's more than 250 shows, your message will be hard to miss. For more information, contact the show via the website ipswichtoday.com.au. Coming up, former Ipswich City Council Division 10 councillor David Pahlke responds to the April 27 meeting of council, which voted 8-1 to reinstate his name on an information sign in Rosewood. A notice of motion in council called for keeping names of former councillors on information signs as they need replacing. Also in this episode, Dave Pahlke reveals his current thoughts on whether he'll run for council next March. It's Wednesday, May 3, 2023, and I'm Alan Roebuck. Welcome to Ipswich Today, which acknowledges the traditional custodians of the land on which it is produced and pays respects to elders past, present and emerging. This podcast is supported by Kinetics, people-powered web hosting, trusted by Australian businesses since 1999. Thanks for speaking with Ipswich Today, Dave Pahlke.
Yeah, hi, Alan.
Before we talk about what happened last week in the council meeting, just refresh our memories. How long were you a councillor, kicking off firstly on Moreton Shire, then Ipswich?
Oh, goodness. 1991, amalgamated in 95 to form the amalgamated Ipswich Council. 8 elections later and had nearly 28 years in council.
I bet now you wonder where that 28 years went.
Oh, so quickly, so quick.
The Ipswich Tribune first revealed on April 12 that your name had been removed from the penny farthing sign in John Street, Rosewood. How did you find out?
Well, all these signs, I live in Rosewood. I walk down the main street. I often go into the Cobb & Co. Park. And I noticed the sign was in a little bit of weather beaten. And I noticed it was replaced. And I thought it would have been replaced with like for like.
And what did you do after you found out it had been replaced, minus your name?
Well, I sent a request into council asking why. Russell Milligan got involved, and another Shell Island also. And see, some of these signs I've got are 25 years old. I found a couple of others I'd forgotten about, 1998, 1999. Holy heck. And I did a lot of research history-wise into these areas, like the Poetry Feast at Walloon, and you were involved in the media thing with that. I did a lot of research, a lot of homework on it, so I was one of the founders of it.
I noticed you were in the council chamber for the vote last week. So what did you make eventually of Councillor Russell Milligan's notice of motion to restore like for like with previous councillors' names?
Look, I was a bit nervous because I haven't been into a council meeting for 5 years. But what stunned me was when Teresa Harding spoke twice, blasting my idea of having my names on there. Councillor Tully responded twice and shot her down. And then I was even more stunned when it was 8-1. Does that tell you something?
Did you know that it was, well, according to the Mayor, not normal to have councillors' names on information signs?
Oh, I don't think that's quite true. 25 years ago, it was all done under delegations, and if it was wrong to do it, I'm sure somebody would have told me about it. But a lot of these signs are history that I'd uncovered. Even now, in my retirement, in my great little Rosewood, I'm the founder of the Rosewood History Group, which has 3,200 followers on the Facebook page. And some of the history out this way, Alan, is incredible.
I know you touched on the dinosaurs at one point in time.
Oh, the dinosaurs. Oh, yeah. That was one of my last projects before I got dismissed. I'm glad it went in and got installed. But kids love dinosaurs, and every time I drive past the park, I see little kids sitting on the little tiny dinosaurs, and I just love seeing it.
It's a little over 3 years now into this current term of council. Overall, how do you think they're going?
They're not unified. There's no doubt about that, because I'm reading this is the 4th time now where Teresa has been beaten 8-1. So obviously she doesn't unify council, which is disappointing. I hear so many people comment out in the street that they don't know who the local councillor is. And the 4 divisions are just too big. They're too big. When it was 10 divisions, you got in the community, you had community officers, people knew where you were. But these days you can't. It's just about impossible for a council to go to every single community meeting.
The horse has definitely bolted for the next term of council. The state government body responsible for reviewing those boundaries has decided it will stay for multi-member divisions for the 2024 election. But in your view, has council done anything right since they've been elected?
I think they're hamstrung by the current rules and regulations. They can't talk to staff, they can't take complaints personally and lodge them type thing, whereas I really got involved. And I locked horns with the bureaucracy on so many occasions, because you went in debate for what you thought was common sense and right for residents, because that's what you're there for. You're there to represent the residents, not to represent bureaucracy.
Here it is, the big question. With all this time to contemplate, will you be putting your hand up to run next March?
Oh, mate, I'm 70 next month, Alan. I'm sort of, getting a bit old in the tooth type thing. I don't know. If it was 10 divisions, yes, I probably... And that, by the way, that's what Camello went against when he was administrator. The community wanted 10 divisions back. And this time also the community wanted 10 divisions back. And I think there's some politics going on behind the scenes. If it was 10 divisions, yes, I would probably run. But if it's 4x2, I just don't know. I've had a few people approach me out here recently wanting some advice. They want to run. I'm having coffee with two of them in the next couple of weeks, and I'm hearing all sorts of whispers who's going to run. So I'm probably 90% sure I won't run.
David Pahlke, thanks so much for speaking with Ipswich Today.
Thank you, Alan. Anytime, old friend.
And a reminder to look for handy links in the show notes, including links to Ipswich City Council's meeting minutes and agendas. And you can watch all council committee and general meetings on YouTube, live or on demand. Ipswich Today is supported by Kinetics, people-powered web hosting trusted by Australian businesses since 1999. This podcast is also listener-supported. Please make a once-only gift or regular donation to help keep it online. Just go to ipswichtoday.com.au and click the donate button on the homepage to make a payment through PayPal. Follow and stream this podcast from your favourite app, including iHeartRadio and Amazon Music, or play Ipswich Today on smart speakers. Music is supplied by Purple Planet Music. This is Alan Roebuck. Thank you for listening. Ipswich Today can now place your business name right here. It's a new service now available. For more information, contact the show via the website ipswichtoday.com.au.